Hey everyone, it's Maximilian, and I am playing Pokemon. This is the next installment of my playthrough of a Pokemon Red game, and right now I'm working on raising my Pidgey to make it fighting fit for the rest of the team because it's a little bit under par right now, considering that Charmander is a good 3 levels ahead of it. And actually, at the same time, I'm going through Viridian Forest looking for two things. I'm looking for a Pikachu, because who doesn't want a Pikachu? And I'm also looking for a Caterpie. Now, as weird as that may sound, because Caterpie is honestly one of the weakest Pokemon in the game, uh, getting a Caterpie is absolutely essential to your strategy if you're going to pick Charmander, because believe it or not, Caterpie is your gateway to getting through Brock. Uh, Butterfree, once it grows to level 12, learns Confusion, which typecasts as a Psychic type. And Butterfree actually has a better special attack than it does normal attack. So since Psychic typecast, it's considered a special attack. And it basically lets you walk all over Brock because rock and ground types have nothing to do as far as typecasting goes. Oh my god, it's a Pikachu! It's a Pikachu! And I failed miserably at getting the Pikachu. I, yeah, I figured, maybe I could get it down to that little teeny sliver of red health, and no, it didn't work. And I was distraught to say the least. I think I just let it sit at this screen for about 30 seconds while I screamed at myself for not getting that Pikachu. Anyway, back to the topic of Butterfree. Um, well, my Pidgey just gains levels. That's just me fighting pretty much every Kakuna and Weedle I can find in the Viridian Forest. And there's the Caterpie. Butterfree learns Confusion and basically runs over all of Brock's Pokemon because Rock and Ground Pokemon don't have any kind of special defense against Psychic type moves. So basically, you just walk over them with it, and it doesn't take very long. It's usually like maybe 3 or 4 hits a piece. Considering at level 12 you're pretty much on par with Brock's anyway, so you just walk over them since they don't have any rock moves to smush you. And you got your first badge, and the hardest part of the game is over. You got past the one gym leader that your Charmander could not do anything against, and well, I suppose Misty too, but that's where Pikachu comes in. Pikachu makes that gym battle way too easy. But after you get through those two, Charmander just owns face for the rest of the game. He's absolutely nuts. So now I'm healing my Pokemon here, and I'm going back to get myself that darned Pikachu. I can't believe I missed that the first time. It was annoying. I actually happened to run across a level 5, like the first time when I started playing this game. Like literally, I walked into the Viridian Forest, found a level 5 Pikachu. And I wish I had that kind of luck here. Unfortunately, I don't. So we're going to have to mosey around there for a little while. And I think I trimmed out quite a bit of time, actually, from this episode. Just me walking around over and over again looking for a Pikachu. So don't be too surprised if it seems like this one's a little short, because it is. Alright, here I found a big Weedle, so I figured, well, let's get some Caterpie some experience points. I tried raising my Caterpie a little bit whenever I didn't find anything that was a Pikachu. And if you ever find any of those Cocoon Pokemon like Metapod or Kakuna, you can just literally whore on the A button for a good minute and a half and kill it, because they're not going to do anything to stop you, and they actually give you a sizable amount of experience for wild Pokemon this early in the game. So they're definitely great for raising Pokemon like Caterpie and Pikachu once you first get them. It just takes a little bit of patience, and you're probably going to have to run to the Pokemon Center after every time because you're out of PP for their attack moves. But right now I keep running into Weedles. I have to say, that's probably the most annoying thing about Red version, is the frequency of the Weedles that you run into is ridiculous. And half the times their poison stings will poison your Pokemon. So that can be a bit tedious, having to go back and forth from Viridian to Pokemon Center constantly. But I got Red version when I first had it, so it has nostalgic value for me. I just preferred this over Blue. It would have been easier if I had just gone through the Blue version to play with Caterpie and Charmander through Brock, because Caterpies show up literally everywhere in Blue version. But again, nostalgia wins. So we're playing red. And right now, I think my Caterpie is either on par or pretty close. So we got him up to level 4, I believe, and we're going to just have him fight his way through, gain him a few levels here. But I still can't find that evasive Pikachu. That thing just eludes me like it does everybody else in the game. But Pikachu is great. It's definitely worth the time that you spend bonking around in the Viridian Forest to grab it. Because not only does it have the implications with Misty and later on Lorelei and the Elite Four, but electric types are very solid in the special attack and speed especially too. You're usually going to get the first attack if you're on par with your opponent Pokemon. Pikachu! It's Pikachu! Now this time I was determined not to screw it up. So I basically told myself I'm going to attack this thing with Caterpie until it dies, and I really don't care if it does. So Caterpie's just going to tackle it over and over again, and for some reason Pikachu just felt like being a big mouth and growled for literally the entire battle, which was great for me, but I really don't know how the AI chooses its moves, or if it just picks one at random. The AI is pretty dumb in this game. So I got my Pokeball. Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu! Yes! Pikachu! I got me a Pikachu. Oh, by the way, when you first got this game, did any of you guys do the whole down B, down A, B thing and think that it would actually make your Pokeballs always work? Because I know that was like a huge thing going around when we first got this game. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta do that. It'll make your chances better for catching the Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure we all figured out that it was just total BS after a while. But I did it every time out of habit. And I didn't do it on the ROM because I'm not sure if it would work, but whatever. I just remember that being kind of funny that we would obsess that much over the down B combo on just a stupid rumor for catching Pokemon. But yeah, this is going to actually conclude the second session, so hopefully you guys come back soon and see the next part where I trounce Gary. See you later.